Paper Mario is a video game series set in the Mario universe, based on paper-style characters. The developer of the games in the series is Intelligent Systems. Paper Mario takes place in the Mushroom Kingdom, where Mario will attempt to rescue Princess Peach from Bowser. To do so, he must locate the 7 star spirits in order to cancel the effects of the captured Star Rod, which grants invincibility to Bowser. The player controls Mario and a number of partners to solve puzzles in different areas and defeat enemies in a turn-based battle system. However, the game also contains secrets and locations that you may not know about. And in this video, everything about the beta and prototypes of Paper Mario for Nintendo 64 will be explained. This will be one of the longest videos on the channel because the channel's 4th anniversary is coming very soon. I hope you enjoy it. Let's begin. In the game, there are many places to go on an adventure, but there are also hidden locations that require entering certain codes to access them. There's a website that helps a lot, and I will leave it in the video description for more information about the locations and other random things I find. Let's take a look. This is the first place called a village. Description: this room uses the background of Toad Town and contains a collection of various objects. The paths lead to the chapter indicated by the number, with 0 leading to the prologue. The number textures themselves are from Super Mario 64. When entering each numbered path, the player ends up as follows. 0 leads to the right entrance of the first Goomba path in Toad Town. 1 leads to the left entrance of the dry desert area, with a stopwatch item on it. 2 leads to the left entrance of the second room of MT. Rugged. 3 leads nowhere. 5 leads to Lava Island on the whale's back with Colorado, but the game freezes when he exits the whale. 6 leads nowhere. 7 exits the area, but it is unknown where you will end up, since its ID room falls in the middle of the Toad Town rooms that lead to the chapters of the game. It is likely that this room was used during much of the game's development. In the center of the room is the name Mario RPG, detailed in independent polygons from when the game was being developed as Super Mario RPG 2. Above the logo is Goombario and 5 mushrooms. Beyond are blue dummy switches that do nothing and were used for testing. In the year 2000, the small treasure chest in the corner is empty, while the larger one contains the super hammer, but the game freezes when you grab it. On the large switch is a star that helps you, but moves away when Mario gets too close, and no one knows why. Talking to the green Koopa sets Mario's maximum HP to 8 and gives him the normal hammer. Talking to Colorado does the same, but sets the maximum HP to 11 instead. Near Path 0 is the Star Rod, but be careful not to touch it or the game crashes. In front of the wand there is a hidden block on the left. Now let's move on to the next area. This is a room with blocks containing item blocks. The yellow block requires the Ultra Boots and the red block, both containing a flower. The block on the ground is empty. The left path leads to the previous area just outside Chapter 7's exit, while the right path leads to the next area. All the room textures are like Super Mario 64, and it has no background. In this area, there is a room with a staircase, used blocks, and a pair of empty chests. The left path leads to the previous area, while the right path leads to another zone. Like the previous room, it has no background. In the next area, which contains a variety of objects, Mario can walk on the water with possibly only an invisible wall. The blocks work correctly except for the P block and the Ultra block. Hitting the P block does nothing, and hitting the Ultra block crashes the game. The stacked boxes both contain a mushroom, and the single box is empty. Touching the spikes or the lava crashes the game. The left path leads to the previous area, and the right path leads to the next one. The block texture isn't used in the game, but possibly resembles Bowser's castle textures when facing bullet bills or maybe the Koopa Brothers section. In another area with spinning platforms and Goompapa, Goombario's grandfather, Mario is reflected across the center like a mirror, but not like the reflection in Crystal Palace from Chapter 7. The left path leads to the previous area, while the right path leads nowhere. Entering this zone crashes some emulators on PC or phone, and pressing pause also crashes the game. In a forest area with 4 colored arrows pointing along the path, the camera moves around Mario when he approaches certain spots or moves near the heart block in the center. The center panel is a hidden star piece panel. Collecting the star piece restores Mario's HP to 10 and FP to 5. All paths loop back to the same zone. There is no exit, and falling off crashes the game. This area uses the Toad Town background. In another area, resembling a version of Crystal Palace, the back wall reflects Mario twice. One reflection locked to the mirror plane and another with movement depth. The mirror itself is not solid and can be passed through. Most textures are unused. There are copied polygons beneath the floor, but the floor is not transparent, so they cannot be seen. Pressing pause crashes the game. There is another area with no available image. Accessing it causes an unknown action where the music continues, but the game appears frozen. More research is needed. In an area with a line of Koopa, talking to them changes your partner, and the last 3 are copies of Kooper. In the center is a floor panel that gives 1 heart each time, but can only be flipped with a stomp. A strange distortion effect follows Mario as he moves. The camera faces the wrong direction. There are no boundaries, allowing Mario to fall and respawn at the edge. The room uses the Toad Town background. Another area contains a collection of pipes, none of which work. The floor texture resembles the path to Bowser's castle. It has no background. Another mysterious area contains various objects, and the floor references the Toad Town minigames. It is extremely large compared to Mario, who takes up less than a third of a single tile. There is no background. Now that we are done with the locations, let's move on to the items. These are objects that help Mario win battles, but there are rare and strange and used items. The first is called Herbicide. It resembles a plant item that can be used in battle. It has no effect on most enemies, but true to its name, if used on a specific enemy, it defeats it instantly, though it gives no star points. The second item is called Hustle Drink. It appears to be some kind of cup item, and when used in battle, it allows Mario to attack twice on the next turn. The third item is called Please Come Back. It looks like a tag with the Japanese character for sun or day. It can be used in battle, but has no effect. When used, a dizzy disc appears on Mario. Its Japanese description suggests it may return partners from somewhere. Perhaps earlier in development partners could die in battle, and this item would revive them. While this concept was implemented in the sequel, no similar item appears there, as life shrooms are used to revive both Mario and his partners. The fourth item is Zest Tea, Jelly Duplicates. 5 duplicates appear after using the item, but they behave normally. Now for Mario's inventory items. Big and small map, no description, mysterious. Golden jar, a golden jar that Mustafa was looking for, resembling Lava Lava Volcano, possibly a side quest item for Mustafa. This is one of the few and used items that remain translated in the American version. Forest Pass, originally given by the Toad Guard at the entrance of Forever Forest, a small white card with a tree on it. Suspicious note, an alternate version of an existing item intended for a Toad. In the Japanese version, it can be used and hints at a possible Shy Guy, but in international versions, it acts like the normal note. Screwdriver, a green screwdriver meant for a possible side quest for Gumbario's grandfather. Toad Doll, possibly originally used like the Gumbaria doll. Prison Key, 3 duplicate items using the castle key icon, even though a prison key exists in the game with a different icon. Now let's talk about badges, the most important part of the game. Badges increase your chances of winning by boosting attack and defense, but there are unused badges. The first is called Mysterious Scroll, which appears to have no effect and requires 0 badge points. The second is Hammer Charge, which uses 1 FP and increases Mario's hammer attack by 1 point and requires 1 badge point. This badge is called Power of Rage. Description: a very strange badge that causes Mario to appear angry and dark red. It increases his attack by 6, but also makes him auto-attack, meaning you can only control your partner. Its effects are similar to the Berserk condition in other RPG games. But it can sometimes be annoying because if you face an enemy with spikes, you can get stuck since you do not control the action commands. This badge requires 8 badge points. This badge is called Right on the Description. This oddly named badge allows you to perform perfect action commands and makes the word perfect appear in Japanese on the screen. It was most likely used for debugging purposes. This badge also appears again and used in Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. The in-game description says it makes action commands work every time you attack. This badge requires 8 badge points. This badge is called Perfect Jump. Description: this badge uses 2 flower points to perform a standard jump attack perfectly, meaning you do not need to press the A button to get an excellent result. Mario automatically performs an excellent jump without pressing anything. This badge requires 1 badge point. This badge is called Perfect Hammer. Description: this badge uses 2 flower points to perform a standard hammer attack perfectly. This badge requires 1 badge point. I am not showing it because the hammer does not work for me. Also, it's the same effect as the perfect jump, so it's not necessary to show it. So let's move on. This badge is called Happy Heart Happy. Description: this badge appears to function like the Happy Heart badge, except it recovers 3 HP instead of 1. This badge requires 10 badge points. This badge is called S-Get. Description: this badge behaves somewhat like the HP Drain badge. It reduces Mario's attack power by 2 points, but restores between 2 and 5 HP after each attack. Strangely, it continues healing Mario, even when his health is full. This badge requires 10 badge points. This badge is called Multi-Bounce. Description: it uses 5 flower points for an attack similar to the Multi-Bounce badge. No action commands are required. This badge requires 2 badge points. This badge is called Total Savings. Description: it reduces the flower point cost of other badges by 2 points, meaning other badge abilities will cost less FP to use. This badge requires 10 badge points. This badge is called Wagon Jump. Description: this badge uses 4 flower points and increases the attack to 3 points, and it increases to 4 if the action command is performed correctly. This badge requires 2 badge points. This badge is called Wagon Hammer. Description: this badge uses 4 flower points and increases the hammer attack to 3 points, and to 4 if the action command is done correctly. This badge requires 2 badge points. I am not showing it because my hammer does not work. Let's move on. This badge is called Crack Shell. Description: it uses 6 flower points but attacks like a normal hammer. This badge requires 3 badge points. This badge is called Shrink Hammer. Description: this nearly finished badge is a version of the Shrink Stomp Hammer attack. It requires 2 flower points to perform the attack, although the description says it only requires 1 flower point. This badge requires 1 badge point. This badge is called Caden. Description: this badge looks like a flower and has no known use. It requires 0 badge points. This badge is called Quake Jump. Description: it uses 2 flower points, but when you try to use it, the bottom of the screen says no longer used. This text appears instead of an action command prompt. And to finish the badges, this one is called FXF Attack. Description: it is a duplicate of a sound effect when Mario attacks. In this case, it uses the sound of the flowers from Forever Forest. And I wonder why it was not included since it seems to be finished. This badge requires 0 badge points. Now to finish with a golden touch, let's move on to the last thing. You already know what it is. Yes, sir, it is the music. Music is one of the most important parts of video games and makes them awesome. And this time in Paper Mario, I will show you unused music from the game, so you can listen to it. Here we go. The first tracks you are about to hear are 2 unused tracks that can be found in the game's soundtrack, and appear to be early versions of the intro and title themes. The second track you're about to hear is another Unused track. It is actually the introduction song divided into two parts. The first part plays until minute 107 before being replaced by the second part, but the real song begins at minute 17. And to finish the video, the third set you are about to hear includes 4 Unused tracks. They are variations of Unused music. I present to you some songs in the game that have Unused variations. For example, there is one for Goomba Village, Peach's Castle, the Koopa Brothers theme, and more. But remember, everything you have seen was placed in order just as it appears on the website that I will leave in the video description. All right, friends, that is all for today. This video took me a long time to upload. Imagine all this information compressed into one video. It is not easy. I would appreciate it if you leave a like and a comment. See you later.